Would you prefer to go into work with top quality players where there's bigger demands, or would you still be happy to go in lower down? We're on about the championship and go, yeah, I'll work some magic with that group. Or you think, no, my personality's better. We're working with.
That, if you look at players nowadays from mid or championship and Premier League, there's good players everywhere. Everyone's a good player.
Right.
You don't get signed there. So I think it's about getting them to believe, getting the best out of them, and the group together. Because unbelievable what you can do with a team that is together. Yeah. That was one of the challenges in Turkey. It was hard to get the team together into one.
With the different nationalities, Ollie?
Yeah, there was loads. And then there was a strange atmosphere and feeling when I came in, because the hierarchy, and then, you know, the older Turks were there and the other foreigners were there, and gradually in the seating, they just ended up like younger Turks, like younger, and the youngest, and then suddenly foreigners over there. I tried to, but Istanbul, unbelievable city, so you couldn't have all these team buildings and all that.
I've got paintballing with them, no? Paintballing, Chinese, a bit of go-karting, that usually brings people, you know, when you...
Yeah, but we did we did...
But you've done something, of course, you tried stuff, obviously.
Of course, we had a great Italian day, Olympics and all this, but you couldn't get enough time to bring them anywhere, because 2 hours to drive 2 miles.
Yeah.
Traffic. Oh, of course, the traffic.
Remember, we were there. Remember they done it.
So we'll see you back in football soon?
Third time? No. I don't know, to be honest.
Would you want to go back before Christmas, or you think I want
I'm
Christmas
open.
off
Yeah, I'm
anytime,
open. You can't wait. You just suddenly get the interview, and something clicks. Yeah, I like this, of course, and then.
If I was a team looking for a manager, I'd come and find you.
Me too.
I think you're
Thank
great.
you.
Well done, Jill. Well done.
It's really nice to see Danny Welbeck get a little bit of recognition. I've said this time and time again. Danny Welbeck had all the tools to be a world-class striker, but he just couldn't quite sort of find that magic formula, and he's doing really well at Brighton, and I hope that ends in him getting a World Cup call-up next year. And hey, you know, like, you can't just rely on Harry Kane all the time. Sometimes he needs help. Or even Roy Keane needed help. When Roy Keane got suspended, Nicky Butt used to slot in very nicely. So if Harry Kane got an injury, or, you know, if he needed a little bit of a rest, he needs someone to come in and take that goal-scoring burden off him. And I think Danny Welbeck, if he keeps up this form, he would be an ideal candidate for a backup to Harry Kane. Why not? Why not indeed? And going back to, I mean, that was a nice little fun thing there when they talked about when Ollie first came to Manchester United, and it's like, who's this kid? Who's this 12-year-old? What, he's joining us? Oh, what's going on here? I remember that debut season. I think he scored about 18 goals or something like that. He was our top scorer that year. So that was for the 96-97 season. And we signed Ollie instead of Alan Shearer, because we pursued Alan Shearer for so long, and he ended up going to Newcastle. Well done, Alan. And yeah, but we got Ollie instead. I mean, we saved ourselves about 10 million by getting Ollie instead of Alan Shearer. And if there was one good thing about sort of the Alex Ferguson era, was although they did buy big players for big money at times, like Roy Keane, who was a British record fee at the time, like Gary Pallister, who was also a British record fee. Wayne Rooney was a world record for a teenager. Jaap Stam was a world record for a defender. So was Rio Ferdinand. Every now and then, they'd find like a little gem from somewhere and we'd get them on the cheap. Like Ollie,